People don't realize Tudors had special maternity style, maternity fashion. The dress with lacing exposed at front. That is the maternity adjustment. Tudor ladies didn't have new dress for their pregnancies, they used their already existing dress and adjusted it to accommodate their growing belly. We actually have several examples of this by Holbein himself. The original painting of Sir Thomas More and his family was sadly lost in fire, and copies are altered and don't give it justice. But Holbein's preparatory sketch of it clearly shows 3 women visibly pregnant. Unfortunately online you can only find it in very grainy version, hence I am using 18th century print of it instead, because it is nearly an exact copy. All of More's daughters are pregnant here, his 3 biological daughters and his foster daughter. But she is drawn in such angle you can't see it at all. So let's look at 3 visibly pregnant. All 3 women wear normal dress of the time with oversleeves and undersleeves with 3 cuts, and with frontal lacing. Only the lacing is what is adjusted for pregnancy, and it seems to be down to personal choice how woman laced her dress. Zigzag, straight with bow on top. Or straight without anything. Over belly nor not over belly. Just bit more about the dress, neither is split all the way to ground. We might have side slip in one case. But at front they only go bit under the waist and there is no forepart. On those maternity adjustment work too, it's just not on examples by Holbein. But we have so much by Holbein. People just don't realize what it is. Hence I highlighted some examples for you. This drawing depicts pregnant lady too. It could be Margaret Giggs just with different headwear. Interestingly, on first glance she seems to be wearing 3 kirtles. Red, brown and black. But in my opinion the black part could be an extra panel, added across belly for extra warmth. All of these drawings by Holbein are from his first stay in England, 1526 to 1527. But how far can we track this maternity style? It likely predates the Tudor dynasty. But beware, because in 15th century exposed lacing was common even on women who were not pregnant. So how do you tell them apart? Easy. If lacing gets narrower as it goes down, woman is not pregnant. If it gets wider, she is. I have found an example of maternity adjustment on dress with W neckline, thus it could be as early as 1490s. Unfortunately I cannot show it to you, because the image is copyrighted and so are 2 other examples from 1510s. So you have to bear with my horrible drawing skills. The sleeves change all the time on Tudor dresses so I didn't do those, but the splitting at front and necklines are more stable. Basically, the normal dress of the time got adjusted to accommodate the belly, and on the examples prior to 1520s, the extra panel is visibly bulging above the neckline. And there were many different ways to lace the dress. As I said, probably down to personal preferences. For costume inspiration, I think you could use the 1520s example as inspiration for 1510s all the way up to 1543. With some adjustments of course. Forepart and such. In early 1540s, not long after Catherine Parr became queen, different stays became fashionable, and necklines started to slightly curve upward. But since lacing was still at front, it's possible that maternity style was not that different from previous decades. Unfortunately, I could find no example from 1540s or 1550s. From early 1560s are these 2 portraits of pregnant women. It is very different, but there is hint of previous styles. Instead of dress, the cloaks are held by ties at front. The lady on right has black panel across her upper area, decorated in silver. Lady on left might also be having extra panel, because lower and upper part of her dress don't match. I hope you've enjoyed it, learnt a bit and thank you for watching.